Kip he's from Fond du Lac area. He does good.
His partners are not, but he's really good.
He's trying to get into the men's side of the college level.
I could see it.
He has
a feel, and you know what? The biggest problem, like maybe semantically, some of these refs, like the two he was refing with, are not good in my opinion.
They were from Madison.
They're not good. They think that the rule book governs how you call a game, and it doesn't. I mean, it's a feel for the game, and he's got a great feel.
We talk. Kip's been coming to a few of the camps, and as we get educated and better trained, whoops. I'm on mic. Don't say it. You know, I said to some of the coaches, shallow, and some guys that said, the kids have gotten much better, and I think high school fishing has gotten worse. And part of that, and I'm saying in the WIAA, that they don't put you gotta go. I worked 45 years, 35 in college. Hi guys. I'm sorry to have not much coming up, but Brooklyn's coach explained explained some things, talked about some plays, about the tournament. You know, they work hard, and we got to work hard for the coaches. One of his concerns was communication and attitude, professionalism, and a crew before did not handle some of those things properly. And he walked with a smile on his face. You know, as we go on, always remember you good knowledge, good with coaches and players. Nice play. You got one call at 15-20, 8-7 ball game. And flow. You guys are calling the obvious, you're good. Players have gotten better, and our officiating in high school has gotten worse. He'll be fine. In my class, establish a relationship with the guy. I'll give us all of them. You will be fine. All right.
Trip, him and I have gone at it a lot at Brookfield East, and he knows my reputation.
Yeah.
And I give it right back. Well, you guys are calling it too close. We're calling according to the rules. If you don't like the rules, change them. Well, that team crew that I had last night, they were letting I said, but you weren't the team I had last night.
Yeah.
So if you don't like it, then adjust.
Yep.
He was the one I said, good coaches adjust. Is it hard for you to adjust? And I walked away.
Yeah, exactly.
What can you do?
Nope, that's it. All right. Bryan, keep your eye on the post as the lead. 35 and 23 are bodying up. Nothing's happening. You're letting him play. You're doing fine. But post play, body up. Watch the hands, the holds, the pulling of jerseys. So be aware of all that. They're still playing legal, but stuff could happen. All right, well, go in. Nate, I want you to walk in. On a play, walk in, make sure everybody's okay. That's good, that's good. Just get close. Just be close here. Stay here. Make sure that you get up in a nice way. So if you stand here and they do start scuffling, so go in there. Good job. Give him an attaboy for that. Good way to go, guys. Way to have good sportsmanship. Talk to the kids. Develop that rapport. All right. I just told Nathan about his crew. Bryan had a foul, and if there's a bunch of players on the floor, we need our officials, our crew to come together and make sure the players get up without any altercations. Good job. Good job. Michael Burton on the play on the other end of the court at about the 11-minute mark. You countered a 2-point basket. Do the signal for about a second and then let her go. You held that out too long. You're walking 3-4 steps down the court with the mechanic out. Quick, a brisk 2 points, and that's it. All right, we had a jump ball, and they had looked the wrong way, but didn't turn the arrow, so we'll kids are playing pretty good basketball here. Not making a lot of baskets, but they're playing the game without altercations, anything problem. Stay with the shooter, Michael. Stay with that shooter. All right. Oh, bring it in. Bring it home there, boy. Attaboy. All right, Michael, you had a drive to the basket. Clearly up in the air, you could see that hit. So that was a good foul call. I mean, it was a pretty easy call, but it was good. You guys are staying consistent at this time. We got a 16-12 game, 3-1 in fouls. A nice ball game going. Yep. All right, here we go. Good job. 3-point shot in the corner. As the C, Bryan, good job. The mechanics are getting better and better as you work game after game. Attaboy. All right, that's a good call. That's a good call. All right, we have now a foul count of 4-1. So let's be aware of how they're playing the basketball game. Not that they got to be the same, but be aware of the fouls and what's happening here. In the post, we got something going on. At this point, the more athletic team, it looks like Oostburg is a little more athletic than Fort Atkinson. Okay, Orange is coming down. Got a foul. All right, Bryan, you're the C. Nice positioning, trail the lead, over the top. Bryan. Stay here, watch the ball, that's your job. You need to assist. All right, at the 6:30 mark, the ball went over the top of the backboard. Michael Burton, that was your call because it was on this side of the backboard. But Bryan, you would be the secondary person from that side to say it went over. But then Nathan had to call it from the lead. So we had a snafu there with watching the play. And Mike, I think you bailed out too quick to stay with the play until the play is over.
And now, hopefully we get a nice camera angle on that. From down here, it didn't look like there was much of a foul. You had a hit to the wrist. And maybe it was. But from here, it didn't look like much because the ball went in the hole without the trajectory with the difference of the ball. As it goes up, you can kind of tell the player's arm got hit or whatever. You can kind of tell that. So patient whistle, call that foul. Good job. Nice rotation. All right. Stay wide. Good job. Watch post. All right. Nice play. Everybody was in position to make calls, and the kids just played the game. All right. Here we go. Okay. Get to the baseline. At 4:30, you got a 21-19 game. Florida 2 on fouls, 4 on the home, 2 on the visitors. The orange team, Oostburg, has missed a few shots, and the black team has come back with a couple points. They're really moving the ball around well as a team. So both coaches, all the teams are both playing good basketball. So, not a lot happening here. But don't let them lull you to sleep. These are the games that things go well for a long time. And then all of a sudden, like as we were watching the film, all of a sudden, a bunch of things happen. Like bang, 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 and crap happens. One. All right. Stay with the shooter. Attaboy. Nice job, Michael, staying with the shooter. Whoa. Bryan, the play went up for a layup. I think the guy clipped his arm, but look at the film and see what you think. Bryan, that might have been a great call by you, but I would look at the film and see what you think about the touch fall on the wrist. Because the ball did take a funny trajectory. On that last shot there, the kid went up for the layup, and you called no foul. The kid said, hey, I got hit. Now, I said on the tape that you should take a good look at that.
Yeah.
And you guys take a look at that about his call. There was no call. But here it is. Have a patient whistle, which you didn't have any whistle, but be patient because that ball, when that kid's arm got hit, and I think it did.
You did? Okay.
And you said it didn't. But the key to that is having a patient whistle, watching that ball go up.
Right.
When the guy hit his hand, the ball, instead of going straight up like this to the basket, like a normal layup, the ball went this way sideways and then went up. So that tells me they got a wrist, that they got hit. So you see the whole play.
Okay.
You saw the play, you said, oh, I don't think so. But then when you see that ball up there moving, then you have a patient whistle and get them.
Yeah,
I think so.
I was looking kind of more toward the body and then not
Well,
up top. So.
You got to look at it all?
Okay.
Okay, we have 25-19. Fort Atkinson is ahead of Oostburg. 2:52 in the first half. 2 fouls for Oostburg and 4 for the Fort Atkinson. Why did you rotate? Okay, you had a shot clock issue, but then you rotated. Stay in your same positions. If there's a crazy thing with the clock, stay in the same positions. That's a good no call. That was a great no call. Good block. All right. That is a good call. Instead of a foul on black, the orange kind of did that. That was a good call, Nathan. Good block. Nathan didn't see it. I believe that's a good. Nathan, you were out of position, but that was a good block. So I think you might have stopped and trailed the play. That's a black's foot. Good call, Michael. Good call, Michael. That was a good call. He slapped from behind. That's a frustration foul. Things aren't going real well at the last couple of minutes. Kids are either getting tired or hot, or the play is a little sloppy. They're starting to reach. Nice job, Nathan. That was a good call at 57 seconds. Kid reached in. It's a little foul, but you got to get it. All right, 38 seconds. Okay, the black coach is chirping with 30 seconds left in the first half. All right, there's a push by Black on the drive. Michael had a nice patient whistle, saw the play, called a foul, had the right call. Good job. job, Nathan. Good job. Halftime. 25-22. 5 fouls.
It's red ball. So red
All
ball
right.
coming in. Red ball coming in.
Red ball.
Red ball.
Red.
Red ball coming
Okay. So what you guys should feel, how do you, the game played itself out pretty well the whole 16 minutes. This is where you have to be good officials. You have to feel when the tide has changed.
in. Yeah, tide was changing at the end there.
At what time?
2:52, kind of when the clock screwed up. 3 minutes ago.
A little bit before that,
Before that,
but
even.
you have to understand, they played, all of a sudden the kids start chirping, the black coach start
Oh,
chirping
yeah,
at
I'm
somebody.
done with him.
Again, that's when you guys have to tighten your belt. Not that you have to call fouls, you have to understand the play of the kids, but then now the explanation, the communication, and the interpersonal skills to that coach.
Yeah.
You got to settle him down and say, Coach, whatever's going on is going on.
I'd
Now,
rather not whack if you guys wanted to get it, but now that I gave the warning, generally, like,
but did you give him a warning?
I warned him there.
But did you tell your crew?
I didn't know, I just told the table. Did you guys get the warning? I wasn't sure. Oh, you didn't sure what
No.
happened? Okay.
So here's the deal. When you warn and you give anybody a technical, everybody, even God's got to know there's
okay,
a technical.
so I'll come over next
So
time.
next time, Coach, I'm going to give you a warning. Table, I give you a warning. Gentlemen, I got a warning on the head coach in black.
Okay.
Now we know.
No, you guys know
You
this
have to do that.
We got a warning.
Now, I don't think he warranted a warning, the way I see it.
Okay.
Because, and I'll tell you why. I saw the game going downhill. They were getting tired or something was going on. The kids started to whine. The ball didn't go in the basket, and it was sloppy basketball. About the 5 or 6 in the mark. I saw it coming. As you become better at fishing, you have to manage game awareness. Remember? Game awareness.
Yep.
You got to be aware of how the game is changing. You got to watch the fouls. I mentioned on here, there's a couple times, Bryan, they remember that shit. There should have been a foul.
Yeah.
You know, there's things that I call it my match theory. Every time there's a play, it's a match. If you got the call right, the match goes away. Another one, if you got it wrong, it's lit. You get another wrong, it's lit. If you keep getting calls wrong, you start a fire. And all of a sudden the gas comes. Guess where the gas came from? Your warning. We got a fire burning right now, and there's gas on it. And we got a whole second half to play. So if they play basketball, you're fine. But your job is to clean it up. Now, maybe you don't have to, but be focused.
What we definitely going to have to clean up is the black team looks like they're running a lot of motion, a lot of screen and rolls and stuff. We got to watch the big guys pushing through that. At the same time, we got to watch them set illegal screens. Okay, because they aren't setting screens on big guys, so they really don't want to be in there.
The more athletic team and the better team that I see is the orange team, but that doesn't mean they're going to win. So just be focused, concentrate, and work a really good last half because you're done after this. Okay? Go get them.
Off ball.
That coach in the red hat should be able to have a talking to. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll confirm. All right.
Did he try calling me and I didn't respond?
I'm not sure.
No. That's all right.
Okay, so he just texted me. So I just confirmed it.
I'm
4
in
o'clock.
upstairs.
Yep.
High school?
High school, yep.
Are you going to Antonio's later tonight? For sure. What time do you think you guys will be down there?
What's the last game here? 8?
7.
7? 8? Yeah, probably about 8, 8:30.
We'll end up down there.
Yeah.
Sometime.
Yeah.
Because I know you guys aren't going to be down there for an hour and leaving.
No.
Yeah.
And Wolf's got a semi-pro women's game at Oshkosh.
Okay.
He'll
Yeah.
get there around 10, so we won't leave before midnight.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah. All right.
You thought it was safe to go back into the water? Nathan had a couple of things that on our game over here, the last one that I didn't even have a chance to talk to was like, I think he's been around Bryan too much. He's going back into Bryan. You know,
Yeah.
It was that kind of thing. Like,
Partners. Yeah. Don't you have to leave soon?
No, 4:30, but I finished up with those high school guys from the last game.
Oh, okay. We had a fairly nice first half. The last
Remember you're on
5
the mic.
minutes.
Remember you're on the mic.
I talked to him about it. The last 5 minutes, they got tired. The ball didn't go in the hole. Things got sloppy. The kids were chirping. The coach over there was chirping, and it kind of went downhill. So I told him to get, focus and concentrate on the game because it's your last game of the day. You gotta put your best effort out. They had a ball that went over the backboard. Neither lead or trail or C called it. Nathan had to call it from the lead, which I talked about. All right, you got 18-13, 29-22. You think he traveled?
I couldn't see where the ball was. My question would be, though, if it is a travel, why is it not being called from the lead?
So Michael Burton, you call the travel on a spin move. I would look at that and see how many steps he took. I think he took the one step, planted his pivot. He might have done another second pivot. He got a long ways in a short period of time. But now we had that call should have came from the lead because it was in the paint area. It was in the lane. Drive to hoop, and we talked about that at our collegiate level that the lead should take that. There you go. Good job, Bryan. I think Eli is videotaping from down here.
He's doing something else. I don't know. It's for something, though.
Oh.
I hope Tom pays them well.
Well,
Remember you're on the mic. Remember you're on the mic.
I'm taking it away. So he knows. All right, 15-25. There's such a lull here. Now the coach from Oostburg is questioning Michael Burton with the foul call, and he's explaining what happened. All right. He seemed appeased. I guess so. Orange has now got a little momentum. 31-24, 14-20. We got a hand check. Nathan, at 13-20, you're the trail, and I'll just say real bluntly, it was a ticky-tack foul. He kind of reached in. I think that was a game interrupter, and then probably something you didn't need to call. Now we got orange foul. Again, sloppy play. The Orange tried to reach in, and Mike, you got the foul. Mike, you got to work on your mechanics with the foul call and then the block signal. It's kind of sloppy. You got 12 minutes, 31-24. You got 6 fouls to 3. You should be aware of the foul count and the bonus situation. Nathan, at 11:30, you're the lead, and there was some defensive pressure. Again, I think that was another ticky-tack foul, and with fists on the hip. Black team missed a foul shot, 7 or 3 in fouls. Orange has 7. They're a little more aggressive. Rebounding and all that.
Who's here tomorrow?
They're gone.
He's out of here?
Brian's out of here. Bryan and Nathan are Friday, Saturday. The Chicago people, Michael, Jaquetta,
Who's coming in tomorrow?
and George are here. Yeah, 4 or 5 more. We got 7 or 8. All right, we get a timeout. 34-26. 7 fouls to 4.
Don't try to go look for
Your nickel dime, the hand check, armbar extension, that was nothing. That's a play on. Like, even at the Division I level, that's not even going to be a call to foul. I know it's on. I get it. We need this place for cover play. Okay. Down here, I'm not sure what you saw that was illegal. I don't know what the kid did. Tell me what he did on that block.
The illegal screen?
No. Your block.
Oh,
What did he do that was illegal?
At the one step, there's a bump there, so I guess the offense is responsible for it. Defense responsible.
Is he allowed to lose? If I'm established legally,
Yeah.
laterally obliquely,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, maybe it was
boom.
this. Yeah,
Was it really anything that needed?
maybe nothing. Alright. Got
Now, when I said clean up the play, I didn't say call fouls, did I? I don't think I said that. But don't let them ramrod each other. Get the obvious.
How late does this go though? It's real good.
7.
Last one's at 7 for high school?
Yeah. 1 court 7. It's high school. We're done at 7. I am. All right. He stayed with the shooter too long, Nathan. He came to the floor. He was down. So at 8:20, there was a shot. Nathan was the C. And I think he stayed with the shooter a little long. Look at the film and see just when he came to the floor. And he might have been a little too close to the play. Yeah. 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 And Mark just said that. You're way too close to the play. You need to back up. Because they're here, you got to back out. Okay, we have 39 Oostburg, 26 Fort, 7 fouls to 6. Fort worked the ball around and did score the basket. Okay, at 6:30, Michael had a hit on the wrist. There's some pressure. You got a bonus. All right, Michael's got a call on the baseline, 5:56. Pass inside the paint. Another foul that probably shouldn't have been called. So, Mike, you need to look at that, clean that up. All right, 5:07. The athleticism of Oostburg is showing. And there's one. Attaboy. Michael, that was a good foul call. Over the arm. At 4:15, 41-26, 8 and 8 in fouls. What? All right, at 3:10, Mike has the lead. You had a foul on Orange. The coach from Black had a question mark there. What's going on? Was it on the shot or was it on 1-and-1? Bryan had a whistle. Mike's right by the table, so why would Bryan wave in the subs? Bryan, whose responsibility is it to bring in subs when he's standing right next to the table? That's Mike's. We don't need a whistle from you. We got 2 minutes left to this basketball game. 43-29.
It's a pretty sweet setup. Brad from Oshkosh last night, he was so drunk he could hardly talk. Like, he just threw his words. He had double fist the whole night long. And he's a general manager.
All right, 148, 45-29, 99 fouls. The kids kind of clean up the game by themselves. You guys throughout the second half had a few fouls that were questionable, but when you review the tape, just think about it, what you called. How did those foul calls fit into your foul selection as a crew? Oostburg brought in the subs for the last minute, 18 seconds. So my question to you is, how do you three feel about how you call the game? What were some of your strengths? What were some of your weaknesses? And just self-evaluate the tape, listen to what I said, and how do you feel about your game? It ended up playing the kids. It ends up now the kids are just finishing it out and just playing the game. So you end up lucking out on the end, which didn't affect your play calling or anything you've done. The fat lady singing. 28 seconds, 45-29, 10-10 fouls.
Don Baumgart out.
I'm out of here pretty soon. Again, as you guys look at this tape, look at the questionable calls and the good calls and the bad calls, and just take an honest look at how you did. All right? Adios. Excuse me, gentlemen.